Aloha! Welcome back to another story time. I am here with Shizu and Charlie Boy, and we're getting ready to read another set of books. All right, we're gonna read another set of books, and these ones are about a donkey called Keikilani. So let me give a little bit of history before we read this book. Before we were reading stories about a donkey named Spunky and the kids in his life, and we read about how donkeys used to haul coffee and they used to work really hard in the coffee fields of Kona. Well, eventually donkeys got replaced by jeeps and by side-by-sides and four-wheel drive vehicles. And so donkeys were let loose on the Big Island. These donkeys roamed around in big groups and caused some trouble, got into some mischief. And Keikilani is one of those donkeys, and the story of Keikilani is the story of one of those donkeys. If you've been here, or if you live here, you definitely have seen the donkey crossing signs. These signs are old relics to when these wild donkeys roamed the land. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. This book is called Keikilani, the Kona Nightingale. It's written by Vonnie Lyons and illustrated by Karen Dougherty-Spachner. In Kona, on the Big Island of Hawaii, donkeys live on a mountain overlooking a place called Kona Village. It is a beautiful mountain with lots of wild grasses to eat. Here's Keikilani on her mountainside. Most Kona's donkeys bray or hee-haw at night, which is a donkey's way of singing, but it isn't very pretty. A few special donkeys sing like birds. These donkeys are called Kona Nightingales. A nightingale is a bird that sings beautiful songs at night. One of these special donkeys was Keikilani, which means child of heaven in Hawaiian. She was called Lani for short. Oh, whoops, let me show you the photo. So here's the Kona Nightingale singing. Lani was a good little girl. She loved her parents and they loved her. She was very happy and felt so good that all she wanted to do was play and have fun. But once in a while, she got into mischief. Here she is getting into some mischief. She's splashing water all over her fellow donkeys. Sometimes donkeys would come down off the mountain and cross the highway, passing donkey crossing signs, which warned drivers that donkeys may be crossing the road. They would wander toward Kona Village to drink rainwater that collected in the rocks. So here's those famous donkey crossing signs, and these are still up. You can still find them, though the wild donkeys have since been adopted. The donkeys were not supposed to go to Kona Village because it was for people visiting Hawaii. It was very clean and tidy, and all the people who visited there were very happy. But they probably would not have been too happy to have donkeys roaming around, grazing off the beautiful tropical plants and eating the grass. One day, Lani decided to go to Kona Village. She knew that she wasn't supposed to go there, but it was on the ocean and she wanted to watch the boats and the swimmers. She especially wanted to get a closer look at the little thatched cottages. Lani didn't tell her parents she was going. She just trotted off down the trail. There she is. She's hiding right here. When she got there, people looked surprised, but they didn't try to chase her away. She thought, this is fun. Maybe I can pretend to be a person instead of a donkey. Lani wandered around for a while, but no one seemed to mind. So here she is at a swimming pool. She got up close to one of the thatched cottages and decided to nibble on the palm fronds that were used on the outside of the cottages to make the sides and the roof. She was very hungry and they looked good. So there she is eating eating the cottages. All of a sudden, a man came toward her. It was Kainoa, the mayor of Kona village. "What do you think you're doing?" Kainoa roared. "You can't eat our cottages and you don't belong here. I'm going to take you to a farm where you can work all day like donkeys should." It's Kainoa. No, Lonnie cried. "I'm not a working donkey. I'm special. I'm a Kona Nightingale. I live with my family on the mountain and am free to do what I want. I just thought that Kona village is so beautiful and the people so friendly that it would be a fun place to play and pretend that I was a person." Here she is pretending to be a person in the pool. "Well, you're wrong. You're not free anymore," he said. "You're certainly not a person, and besides, you're eating up our cottages." "Please let me go," Lonnie said. "If you do, I'll sing for you every night." "You sing?" a surprised Kainoa asked. "Yes," she said. "I'm a Kona Nightingale, and I can sing beautiful songs for you." "Well," Kainoa said, "you really don't look like a bad donkey. Maybe you're just a bit playful." So Kainoa took Lonnie to the base of the mountain and set her free. She was very happy to be back with her family. She was even happier that not a single person or just a regular donkey, but a Kona Nightingale. Here she is celebrating. And there's Kainoa waving goodbye. Now, Lonnie sings to Kainoa every night because he was so nice to set her free. She sings a beautiful song that lulls him to sleep. A lullaby, just like her parents sang to her. Here she is singing outside his house. And sometimes she even falls asleep after she finishes her song. Sweet dreams, aloha and good night. The end. So next week we're going to read the next book about Keikilani. She's going to go on a volcano adventure. Thanks for joining us today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.